make sure you're subscribed to Jerkrispy.
Anyways, what's up, y'all? Show some there's the most Jerkrispy. We're back in the video. WRMZ. Do we always get some Z's? Is he chilling with them M's? And art? Do he like the art? Like with the rounds? And do he catch dubs? I don't know. I got myself better than that. WRMZ? Where he supposed to be? You thought that boy was working with Bruce Lee? I thought he knew a dude named my dog Raheem. On to the video. Let's get it. Disturbing horror movies that be like. For all my new subscribers, make sure you subscribe, comment, like, share, tell a friend or family that your boys are crispy on the way. And all my current viewers, if you still here, coming back and watching for some more. You already know we're on the road to 500. Let's get it.
Movies are like dreams. You can build anything you want, be anything you want, and do anything you want. And when you go into a movie theater, this same principle applies. But, ladies and gentlemen, alongside dreams come nightmares. Now, as you probably know, I am...
You know what? I ain't lying to you. The nightmares is not even good for a week, son. I ain't gonna hold you. Nightmares will really tell you about what you're doing in life. Like, I think nightmares will really, like, change your whole life perspective. I'm not gonna hold you, son. I don't know. I ain't never the type of dude who was doing other people dirty, but that I know some people that they had nightmares and they changed their whole life perception. They started being nice to people and stuff. They started buying people, holding doors and stuff. Oh, like that. All right, the dude was like the most selfish. He would never let you like get something from him, bro. But he always wants something from you, though. Like he was them type of dudes.
I am a movie fan. Movies have been with me all my life, and there aren't many times I was disturbed when watching something. Now, I said there was a fine line between weird movies and disturbing movies, and the ones I will talk about today are the few who dare to cross that line. Disturbing movies. Some of these I haven't been able to shake out of my head, even though I watched them like 10 years ago. I'm talking decades of traumatic experiences, ladies and gentlemen. And there are definitely some that are worse than the others in this video, but I ain't watching some grotesque shit like Human Centipede. You must have lost your damn mind.
Yeah, I ain't lying to you, sir. Whoever thought about making Human Centipede, bro, I'm not gonna hold you, sir. You just have to be the most nastiest, disturbing, weirdest person. Like, low-key, you might have to be in the files, too. And I never like to bring up some real-life stuff into my videos, but you might be in them effing files, too. Cause ain't no way they let you get away and have people watching that stuff. I couldn't, son. Ever since when shout out to the dude Nerd Explain. Man, that man Nerd Explain, bro, explained to me the first time of the Centipede, the first one. And mind you, they ain't got like one. They got about like what? Four in total? All in total like four. I'm not about to look that in my associate tree. Who am I? Yeah,
Beware, my brethren, because it's about to get wicked.
What's up, rappers?
No, I can't calm down. Bitch, I'm too turned up.
Why don't you go piss your pants again?
Together?
That was like 8 years ago, asshole.
Let's start out with a recent one. Together begins in the woods where we see a little hole and a bell, but try not to worry too much because inside of this hole is just two little dogs, and they must be
together. I mean, together was disturbing, but I don't know.
Thirsty because they are drinking whole cave water. And why are they having a staring contest? In the night, we get some odd noises as their owner goes out to check on them, and oh my goodness! I cannot show that on YouTube. I have a feeling I'm gonna say that a lot in this video. After that monstrosity of a dog, we get a juicy little title card, and now we're flipping through vinyls with this dude, who is feeling a little nostalgic for the past. This is when his girlfriend walks in, and what is Annie doing in this movie?
All I heard was suck.
We learn a lot of things at this party. My bro Nino here is a failing musician, and things are a little rough between him and his girlfriend. As they try to revamp their lives, they decide to move apparently very far away, something that Tim is not a fan of. Like really not a fan of. Later in bed, Tim and Millie are discussing if being together is even right for them. Timmy boy tries to comfort her to the back.
Yeah, you know that's crazy, saying you'll know when a girl is not really meant to be your girl, saying. Cause like the constant arguing, and then some of y'all gonna say, "Well, G Crispy, every couple's supposed to argue and stuff like that. That's life. Not every day though." So you telling me we just supposed to argue like the Robinson family off the Gumball family? Argue. You know how you saying he'll argue in the morning, lunch, dinner time, before you go to sleep? That's an unhealthy lifestyle. You do not want to live that type of lifestyle. Just be arguing all day, every day. Your blood pressure go up, and then you have to take them blood pressure pills just for arguing.
Best of his ability, and this
Dang.
doesn't seem to work. This is when we get a reenactment of the bed from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with these creepy ass old people. At the new crib, Tim is finding bundled up rats in the ceiling, and Millie is getting hit on at her new job.
Why, bro? Why? I need to trade this tree down. It's about to be March. The paper down there fall. You know what? This tree coming down today. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This tree definitely gotta come down. That tree definitely just gotta come down today. I don't know what's going on, bro. But in general, saying besides that, bro. Yeah, I would have moved right back. I ain't lying to you. Lily would just have to stay, or whatever the girl name. She just had to stay. You know what? Just stay on the ground. Just stay on the ground. Cause you just interrupt me when I'm trying to explain to my audience about something. But anyways, like I was saying, yeah, bro. Soon as I would have saw rats, I'm like, oh, nah, this ain't the house. Burn it. Nobody shouldn't own this house no more. I'm not gonna hold you. It's no point in you wasting your money to call Terminator. I'm about to go live in an apartment. What you mean?
Now we're in the woods where the bells are calling Timmy home. They get lost.
Oh yeah, it's over with. Soon as they got bells in the wood, I would have took my happy so sweet back to the crib. Not gonna hold you. I would have probably been staying with my mama for 2-3 weeks. Not gonna hold you. I don't know till I get back on my feet. Even if his mama is still alive, you know, some people mama don't be alive. So just to say that.
And of course, a useless ass Tim falls in the hole and is drinking the water. Come on, Tim. What is wrong with you? Dogs drinking it is one thing, but why are you drinking murky cave water? Are you stupid? During this campfire, we learn that the creepy old people in Tim's dreams are his dead parents, which is why he's been all distant with Millie lately. As these two sleep in a cave, Tim is woken by Minecraft cave noises and notices that his breathing patterns are being mirrored by the walls. Millie is hyperventilating to the left of him, and Bro Chachino gets grabbed from behind. It's just a dream though, ladies and gentlemen. Or is it? Tim and Millie wake up with their legs connected only by a little. But be wary. This will not be the end of this. Fortunately, we are back at the house where Tim is trying to give Millie a nice massage. And I don't think Tim has a career as a masseuse in the near future. Tim goes to the doctors, we learn that the couple went missing out in the woods, and Millie, teacher's friend, pulls up to the house. Tim gets territorial of Annie, and I don't think it's the other dude's fault, because in the night, bro is eating her hair. My dude can't get enough. Tim pulls up to Millie's job, they get down and dirty in the bathroom, but not for long because someone walks in. And listen to me. If you have any grasp of the idea of this movie, I think you can understand why this might be the most pain-inducing movie scene I have ever seen in my life. They argue, they fight, but in the night bars, Millie just can't seem to keep her hands off of him. They are both infected now. Unfortunately, Millie doesn't see it this way and breaks up with Tim. Of course, this doesn't go through because something is pulling the two of them together. This is when we finally get a shot of their bodies fusing. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, they are in each other's skin. I can't show this to you, my eyes. Next morning, they cut the connection between them with a saw. They split up to find answers as Tim goes back to the cave and Millie goes to her teacher's friend's house where she spots a television. At the same time this image appears in the cave, it also appears on the TV. Millie, he is right behind you. Two mysteries are solved in a matter of 10 minutes because that one couple that went missing from earlier is no longer missing. Instead, they are a big, fused together, Evil Dead Rise mutated monster closing in on Tim in the caves. Teacher dude tries to convince Millie to be open to the merge as Tim hauls his ass out of there. They meet back up and this movie decides to take a different turn because instead of fighting it, these two people merge into one. Yes, they do not fight the merge and the movie ends with a hybrid of Tim and Millie opening the door for her parents. I can't say that.
I'm not gonna hold you. and I need my clicks, and I need my, I need my little something. So, but I ain't gonna hold you. Whoever made this movie, you need your ass whooped. You need your ass whooped, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. What was the proper ending of them merging the whole time? So they just accept the fact, you know what, we stuck together, we can't merge. We ain't never just try to, a different life or try to do something better. Try to go to a person who got all the weird witchcrafts and stuff like that. Hey, but it's not my movie though. I guess.
This is some sick shit.
What?
Tusk. Good old Tusk.
Stop! I don't want to watch this stuff no more, bro. It's probably like the third time in a different year. It's always something that hit. Like this show always come back and just show us some weird stuff. Oh my god, Lord, bro. Like, bro, 3 people already showed this about this. I think like 3. It was 3. It was Direct FBB. Now it's him, and I forgot the other dude who showed this. It was during Halloween too, bro. I watched it. I forgot dude channel though, but we watched this. Whatever, bro.
Probably the most disturbing movie I have ever
Let's just
personally
get this over
seen
with.
with my own 2 eyes. It gets bonus points, ladies and gentlemen, because Tusk has single-handedly ruined the good name of all walruses across the planet. I have never been able to look at them the same, and if you dare to watch this film, neither will you. We start off on a radio show with one Wallace and Teddy, 2 aspiring radio show hosts looking for a good story, which they had, and then they did not have. So without anything for next week's show, Wallace scrams to find a new story. As he is in the bathroom of this bar, he spots a letter on the wall. This letter is from an old man who has sailed across the seas, and boy does he have stories to tell. And fortunately, Wallace is all ears. By the way, why would anyone get in contact with an individual that pinned things on bathroom walls? This I cannot answer, because why would you ever do that? Anyways, Wallace makes his way to the old dude's house. They greet, and once again, Wallace is in the bathroom. You gotta get that checked out, man. You cannot be going to the bathroom that much. But Wallace came here for a story, and a story is what he will get. The old dude starts talking about the time he was lost at sea, dead to rights, until he was saved by a random walrus. You might think this story is putting Wallace to sleep, but it wasn't the story, my brethrens. The old dude drugged the tea Wallace was so casually sipping on.
Yeah, and that's why. And this, hey, you know what this thing? Every time I sit back and watch me, this is why you just never trust old people and going in random people's house, and then just thinking. Matter of fact, his first time was just reading it and trying to get answers from this old dude. I would have, you know what I would have did? It called a phone call. I wouldn't even be trying to talk to the dude personally, in person, just to keep it real. If he still didn't want to talk to me, I would have just had to make some lie up. I promise you. You don't think BLK don't do that? The BLC? Yeah, all right. You know, they don't get no title, but you don't think they just make up random stuff out of nowhere? Or whatever hot? Now they trying to do it, shame black people and stuff like that. But anyways,
knocking him out cold. As Wallace is out, we get a flashback of his girlfriend telling him not to go to Winnipeg and just stay home. You should have listened to him, my boy, because now your leg is gone. And y'all are really telling me this was the best take y'all got?
Oh my god. Holy shit. There's no leg there.
What the fuck kind of reaction was that? He cut your leg off. At dinner, Wallace finally begins to freak out, which is met with the front of the old dude's palm. This is when the old dude lets us and Wallace know that he's been concocting a quote-unquote very realistic walrus suit. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is going exactly where you think it is. Wallace tries to call his girlfriend for help, but she's with his co-host. Next morning, they finally hear the voicemails Wallace left them, but it's far too late. Wallace has become walrus. And I mean that literally. Bro has been mutilated into a walrus suit. I cannot show you this for obvious reasons, but
Please
take
don't.
my word. Do not look up what this looks like. I saw this movie like 8 years ago, and I still can't erase it from my mind. Allison and Teddy search all over town to discover where Wallace could be held up in, ultimately leading them to this dude who spills the beans to them, and all together they go to find him. Meanwhile, the old dude and Wallace are fighting using their tusk, which Wallace actually ends up winning, killing the old dude. Wallace is found by the three of them, and this is where the movie really gets disturbing. Because 1 year later, after Wallace has been saved, he is still in that suit in a zoo. This gave me nightmares, y'all. Why is he still a walrus an entire year after these events? No doctors, no surgeries, no nothing? What the fuck do you mean? Why is Wallace being fed raw fish? He is not a real walrus. This is unbelievable. And listen, if there was no options and nothing could be done to salvage his humanity, y'all have got to end this man. Put him out of his misery. Don't treat him like a walrus. What the fuck is wrong with everybody? I can't do it.
We need to talk about Kevin.
We start this one looking into a crowd of people.
What is this?
And why are they all covered in spaghetti sauce? Just flopping around. There is no way anyone could have a good time with all these people around. I know it stank up in there. Anyways, we cut to this woman, the ancient one, waking up, putting on slippers and breaking door handles like she's Spider-Man. She walks outside to see that her house has been painted red. And they got the car chachino. That's fucked up. She starts hitting the flight emote while dunking her head into some water. And call me crazy, but briefly, she definitely turned into a different person, right? This is when we meet the rest of her family. We got Dale Doback, The Flash, and I don't have a joke for this one, so Celia will do. Ancient One is struggling to get her windshield clean as homie right here is training his dribbling skills while staring directly at her. At what I can only assume is her job, everyone is also staring at her in a way I don't think people would normally do. I mean, have you ever been talking about someone while staring directly at their face?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, man. Don't stare at me. Like, that's why I don't be looking at people when I be talking shit about them. I ain't lying to you, saying I be looking like this, looking at the other person. So I know I'm not talking shit. You know I'm not talking shit about you. But if you hear your name, yeah, I'm just mentioning you. I'm gonna lie and say I mention you, even though I'm talking shit.
I think not. It must have been something pretty bad. Not bad enough, however, to score this new job, and that's what I'm talking about. Eva is getting her money up, not her funny up.
All right. Hell, you fucking bitch.
Grandma, you ain't had to do that too, guys. Man, play it one more time for the people in the back.
Not her funny up.
All right. Rotten.
And then just sat there, ain't doing nothing. You see how she's smiling?
Hell, you fucking bitch.
Back at the house, we get some odd imagery, and why is everyone in these types of films always naked? Come on now. Eva is now driving as we get flashbacks of something that was clearly very bad, which leads us to a prison where Eva is visiting someone. Someone who is snacking on their own fingernails. I mean, they're devouring them hoes. We see the having a baby part, we see the screaming baby part, and I mean, this baby needs to shut the fuck up. We cut back to the present where Eva is popping pills and remembering her son, Kevin, where my dude is mean mugging her. I'm talking straight stank eye. Baby Kevin is fucking with Eva so much, she takes bro to the doctors, but nothing is wrong with him for now because we find out Eva is visiting Kev Chachino in prison. It is now Halloween and my girl did not come prepared as the kids are desperate for some candy. We start getting a back and forth of the scenes of little Kevin and prison Kevin, and now we're at a lunch where this dude comes up and asks Eva how she's doing. We once again go through a bunch of different experiences of child Kevin that are very odd. I mean, bro's just a weird kid, to be honest. But this time,
man, who is that dude? He going too down with the wheelchair. I mean, hey, shout out to all my people who with a wheelchair, they be, holding down and going dumb with the wheelchair. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all need love too, man. Yeah, I mean, shoot, y'all still get love out there too, regardless.
He crossed the line as he wrecks Eva's world map room, which she did not take too well. This leads us to Kevin intentionally making him,
You taking a shit?
in his pants twice, which I don't even know how that's possible, and Eva did not like that, so she broke bro's arm. No reaction, by the way. I'm calling cap. Eva is now pregnant again. Hopefully this baby isn't all fucked up like the last one. 1 for 2 ain't bad. But hey, things might be looking up. After the new baby, Eva and Kevin seem to be getting along. Now we see Prison Kev on TV talking about being on TV. But I may have been too hopeful because things clearly have not gotten better with age as teenage Kevin is more fucked up than child Kevin. In the present, this Christmas doesn't go as planned because everyone seems to hate this lady, and we're about to find out why. Because Kevin not only uses his bow and arrow skills to catch random bodies at school, but he also uses his bow and arrow skills to kill his father and sister too. The movie ends with Bald Barry Allen getting hugged by his mother as she asked him why he did what he did. Overall, disturbing movies aren't so few and far apart, and when you truly see something on screen that you can't forget, make sure to...
You know what? WRMZ. You the type now, I gotta go watch some cartoons. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. I see y'all when I see y'all. Love y'all to the bottom of my heart. And yeah, I'm about to go watch some cartoons. Not gonna hold you. Probably about to go sit there and watch some Tom and Jerry. Not gonna hold you. Cause that just like on the road to 500.